So, now that we finished the sprint planning, which is here, we are in this cycle. And you guys can actually see why this is a cycle. It is a time-boxed cycle. Time-boxed meaning at the end of your sprint, whether it's a week or 2 or 3 or 4, it's up to 4 maximum according to the Scrum methodologies. You need to have this working code ready for deployment. It doesn't mean it needs to be deployed, but it should be working and ready, and it should be there. And so it keeps going in a cycle, right? You finish one sprint, you come back to your backlog, you pick up another task, right? Let's say we picked up creating the page, we finished, we coded it, we tested, it's ready, we can deploy it, it's deployed and in production. And then we come back around, pick up another backlog task, and we implement that and then release it. And then when we're running out of backlog tasks, more tasks are going to keep coming from the product backlog, and they're going to fill our sprint backlog. And in our sprint backlog, we're also going to find issues along the way. We're going to find bugs. We're going to find improvements that we need to make. We're going to find issues that we need to resolve, and they're all going to go into our backlog. And it's going to grow at a faster rate than you can even imagine. You're not going to be able to finish all the items fast enough. It's just going to be growing and growing. But that's a good thing because it guarantees you a job. I think if your sprint backlog stops growing, it means you're probably making shitty products, and you should get out of your company because they don't have any products to sell. Anyways, so we finished our sprint planning, and we basically ready to develop. We'll dive in deep into the development in a few minutes, but first I wanted to talk about 2 other sections of Scrum. One of which is daily Scrum meetings. So every single day, you're going to stand up with your team, and in about 5, maybe 10 minutes max, you should answer 3 questions. What did you do yesterday? What are you going to do today? And if you have any blockers. Oh, by the way, so who meets at this meeting are developers and QA. The product owners can be there, but they shouldn't be participating. It's not for them. It's only for developers and QA to be able to proceed with the work that they intended to do. And if there are any roadblocks that are preventing developers or QA from moving on, the Scrum Master is responsible for removing those roadblocks and making sure that the team can proceed as necessary. So that's going to happen every single day. You're going to stand up and do that. And then at the end of your sprint, which is one of the other really cool features, you're going to have a sprint review meeting. This is where you're going to demonstrate the features to everybody, including the product owners and the vice presidents and presidents and so on. All the important people that really care and that are putting in the money into the application. You're going to demo the features that you developed. You're going to show the work that you did. And then the managers will probably insult you, say that you're not good enough, and kick you out. No, I'm just kidding. They'll say you're fantastic. They'll be very happy to see progress on a sprint basis, and they will give you kudos, maybe give you a reward, maybe a little bit of a bonus or something. I hope they start doing that. That'll be great. And then finally, at the end of each sprint, we actually do this right before our sprint planning, is the retrospective. The retrospective is an inspect and adapt activity meant to figure out what is going on with the process, the things that you're doing well, and the things that you are not doing well. You're going to improve on the things that you're doing well in the Scrum, and you're going to continue doing the things that you're doing well in the Scrum, right? So let's say our team is very good at communicating. So we're going to continue that communication. However, maybe our team is not so good at planning our tasks. Maybe we're taking on way too much and we need to improve that. So this is where we're going to say, hey guys, look at our sprint sprint commitment, we'd only accomplished half of that. So maybe we need to take on less. Maybe we're taking on too much and we need to be more focused and take on less. So that retrospective is where we do that, analysis and adaptation to make our Scrum process better. And it happens every single sprint, and it will really help you to improve over time.